Hey, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me quite well. These are new mics from the last ones I used. I'm here at the Whitman Expo. Today is still dealer setup this morning. I'm joined by my good friend Ron. Ron Drzewucki is the president of CAC Grading. If you don't know, you should. Ron,
Good morning.
thank you for being here. Right off the bat, I just want to fire a couple. I kind of sit back and get a little formal here, okay? So, right off the bat, I want to kind of fire a couple questions at you.
Sure.
You have really been changing things in the industry, and not all the dealers are happy about that.
I would say they're very unhappy about that because we're looking out for the collector. We're making sure that the grading standard is the CAC grading standard. It's stringent, on track, consistent, and it's hard for them to make money when there's not inconsistency and gradeflation.
Yeah, I mean that's that. I specifically, I guess I was thinking about that advertisement that you guys put in. Was it the gray sheet?
Sure, the Bring It On ad.
The Bring It On ad, right?
Right.
And it was basically like, I think the gist of the ad was, we don't really care if you guys don't like what we're doing, and we don't really care that we're going to play the crack out, that you guys want to play the crack out game.
Well, we're looking out for the collector.
Right.
And that's what we care about. That's what we base it on. We're not worried about, how many units we get in. We're worried about if we grade the coin accurately, correctly, and on the same CAC standard that's been in place since 2007. John Albanese has, worked really hard on keeping the standard the way it is, and we're going to continue to do that. And that's CAC's plan, vision, and we're not interested in just receiving a bunch of coins and creating and adding on to this gradeflation.
Right. And some people, I guess, and from what I've heard from other dealers, some people will say that's not, while I love it personally, the business sense of it doesn't seem to make sense to some people, where why not grade the most coins you can?
Because it's not in the interest of the hobby. It's not taking care of the collector. And there would be no business without the collector and people putting these coins back. And they need an insurance policy that there's going to be a grading service that cares as much as they do about the standard. And CAC has done that. We'll continue to do that. And when we signed up the 150 shareholders, we let them know our mission was to grade the coins accurately, and that's what we're sticking to.
Right, right. And that's what I really do like about the company and what you guys are doing. I think that's 100% accurate. I know you. I've known you for years. I know that you're not just sitting here feeding me a line. I know this is you, and I know this is how you operate.
Well, I left, I was involved with another third-party grading company and a major one, and I left it in 2012, and I had no intentions of ever coming back and finalizing or being part of a grading company. I was asked 6 or 7 times to, become involved, and I just wouldn't do it because the standard wasn't what I wanted the standard to be. And with John Albanese, the standard's there, the credibility's there. He wants to leave a legacy that's accurately graded coins and grading for the collector.
Okay. So speaking of standards,
Sure.
So I know that you guys are really chasing a lot of crossovers now. You want people to send P and N coins to you guys. What have you noticed lately about?
Well, I don't really want to call out either one of the services, but the percentages of crossovers that we had, I'll give you an example. We had 10 libs and 5 liberties and 10 liberties and
Okay.
MS66, and the coins were minimum grade 5. 8 of the coins were lowered a point, made it. The submitter crossed the coins. 2 of the coins were questionable services. So people are taking full downgrades to get the coins in the CAC holders graded accurately.
Well, and the funny thing is, it doesn't seem to affect the price. I've noticed this.
The coins brought more in the 5 holders as they did in the 6 holders.
Right, exactly.
For CAC product.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a good thing. And, I looked at a modern deal the other day. There were 1,490 MS70 backdate modern coins. 33 of those coins crossed. So that meant the rest of the coins in my mind. You heard me.
Wait a minute. One more time. 1,490 coins. And they were 70s, you said?
Yes.
And only 32 of those coins went into your holders
Yes.
as 70s?
Because the other coins were 69s, And, I was the first one to submit the first 70 coin to NGC through Scotchman Coins. So I understand the modern market. I was involved with, other companies that sold, hundreds of thousands of modern coins. I know what these coins should look like. And so for someone to send a deal in and those coins don't make 70, and the coins that were graded right, we took out and they're in our holders now. So that means the rest of the coins are 69s. And, I don't feel that it's fair for a customer to receive those coins.
Wow, that says a lot about the status and the state of modern grading at this point. I think that moderns. I remember when they first started kind of becoming a thing where they went into the holders, and that became kind of the new hot thing, and it's still hot, but I almost get the feeling like maybe they're just trying to grade as many coins as possible, and sometimes dealers joke that they don't even look at the coins.
It's about the numbers. So if we would have crossed those 1,490 coins, all of them, we would have gotten $20 a coin. So we didn't. And by us crossing 32, we got $20 a coin times 32. So that amount of money we walked away from because the coins couldn't make it in our holders. So if I was a numbers guy, I would have said, wow, we probably should cross those coins and not looking out for the collector. But we're not. We're not going to take the money and change the standard to take the money and get those coins in our holders because they're not graded accurately.
Right.
We're on the same standard that John set in place the entire time CAC's been in existence. It's not what we're going to do. It's not what we're about. And John and I both have a vision for the company, and it's keeping the stringent CAC standard and having the coins bring good money because they're graded accurately and protect the collector.
I love it. I absolutely love that. I wish more companies in this industry felt that way and actually I make a lot of commentary about the industry, by the way.
I understand.
And one of the things that I've noticed in the industry is you have pushers and you have dealers. Pushers are guys that just push. They don't care what happens. It's all about the bottom line. And you have the true dealers out there and the people that actually care about the industry. They care about what they do. They care about the future of the industry. And those are two different types of people, some of which, there's a lot more of than the others, I think.
Well, when you have a CEO like John Albanese that protects the industry, he advocates for the consumer, he protects the collector, and you've got a president that, and myself that believes the same concept. So you've got two guys steering the company that we're not worried about our coin numbers. We're not worried about our margins. We're worried about do the right thing. The coins will come, and that's the way to do it. Protect the standard because it matters. And we're an insurance policy for collectors that want accurately graded coins.
Yeah, I love it. So, have you seen any really cool coins lately? Come on.
We see cool coins every day at CAC, so it's hard to pick any one out because, I like modern, I like, vintage, and I wouldn't, I've been doing this, looking at coins since I was 10 years old, so I could appreciate 85 V nickel and good as much as I can a Stella, or, I get excited when, I see a modern coin that's got a great design on it. It looks beautiful. And, so I just like I couldn't pick one.
So when I do my little videos that I send out to everybody, I start them off by saying, hello, fellow coin nerds. And I feel like, my friend, you have joined the pantheon of coin nerds.
I've been a coin nerd for a long time,
right.
And I like it. And it's just, look, I got the greatest job in the world. I get to come in and grade the finest coins. And I get to do it every day. And I, get my needs met by looking at other people's coins and grading them accurately. It's a really great, cool job, and I couldn't dream of a better job ever.
I love it. So, anything come down the pipes that you want to talk about?
We're rolling out the registry. The registry is going to be rolled out very shortly. We've got in the next 2 or 3 weeks. We've got a collectors club that's going to be rolled out in the next 2 or 3 weeks. We've got the bands for CC dollars. We're doing that. So those are the Min Air program just got launched. We went into World Modern about 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So there's a
And are you
lot of
coming
things.
into World Classic as time goes by, or
Let's work on the world
okay?
modern, and we'll get there. I mean, it's we're excited to do all coins
Yeah,
and grade them accurately, grade them on the standard that is the CAC standard, and I think that World could benefit if it was graded on the CAC standard. I think it would protect the collector, and why not protect the collector in World also?
I love it.
So
I mean, it seems like you guys really are focused on the consumer, the end user, and not necessarily the ultra mega corp that is going to mail in thousands and thousands and thousands of coins, both of which are important in the industry. But I feel like the ultimate goal of you guys is what, like you said,
it's to protect the
it's to protect
collector,
the collector and the
and
consumer, the
and
end user.
and we look at it like if we grade the coins accurately, consistent on the same stringent standard, the collectors will force the dealers to submit the coins to CAC, and they will end up it will end up coming.
Why do you think some dealers hate your standards?
Because it's not market grading, it's it's true grading where if a coin's tooled, we don't look at a coin that's tooled or the metal is manipulated on the coin and go, this is okay, let's just slide this in a holder. And
Net
if
graded to 20
yeah,
points, you know?
it's just not it's not the right thing to do. Or oh, I know it's cleaned and I know it might have been polished, but we're going to go ahead and grade it. That's not acceptable. And so if I was a dealer, and when I was a dealer, it's a harder standard. I never had a problem with it because CAC coins always brought more money. So I would rather have a CAC coin, and it's better for the collector. So I understand why the deal. We're not easy.
Yeah.
We're definitely we're got a standard. We're going to stick to it, and it's not as easy as sliding something through with one of the other third-party grading services.
It remind you what you're saying actually reminds me of that Kennedy speech. It's we choose to go to the moon not because it is easy, but because it is hard.
Right.
And I think you guys are choosing to go to the moon right now with the way you're grading coins and influencing the market.
I think it's the right thing to do.
Well, sure.
The market needs it, and I think everybody's a little fed up with this market grading and oh, the tooling doesn't matter, oh, the cleaning doesn't matter, oh, let's what's an extra point? Well, it matters.
Yeah.
And it matters for the collector. And every coin that I grade or John Albany's grade, our initials are tied to it. John's a perfectionist. I'm a perfectionist. So both of us understand not only are we representing CAC, but it's our integrity on the line.
Sure.
Our names are tied to CAC grading. And, John Butler feels the same way. His name's tied to CAC grading. Anybody that grades a CAC realizes their name is tied to that coin, and the integrity that goes with that coin is tied to them.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you can put it any better way. I mean, you guys are really representing what you stand for and what you guys are after very well with talking to me and a couple times, and just even in just personal conversations you and I
appreciate,
have. I mean, this is not any different.
Right, and I appreciate what you're doing. You're looking out for the collector. You've always been about the collector, so it makes it easy.
Right.
And it would have been, if it was another grading service, I understand why they graded the 1,490 coins 70. It was about money.
Yeah, right.
It was because looking at those coins, the right grade is 69. It's not 70. And we're going to do the right thing every time.
And I think there's a misconception of how many coins are 70. Like I think and that's might have been perpetuated by the other companies, that most coins out of certain issues, it seems like you look at the percentages they're grading, and they're grading 84% of the coins 70, and the rest are like 11% 69. Like,
we don't grade by percentages.
Right.
We grade by look at the coin. If the coin doesn't make it, then you need to send in more coins. So if you're going to send in a modern coin and you're not getting the percentages you want, there's only one answer. Yeah. Send in more coins.
So. Wow. Well, Ron, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Really
thank you for having me.
You being here. And let me see, just rattle through the chat real quick, see if anybody has any questions. Somebody asked about John Sullivan leaving PCGS. Can you confirm or deny?
I don't want to discuss anything.
No confirm or deny. Got it. Somebody said, I like the fact that you're holding grading companies to the standard. Great for us collectors. Exactly. It is great for you collectors.
It's about the collector. Without the collector, we would not be here. The collector supported this industry, so why not have a company that supports them?
And it's actually funny, being a dealer and being in this industry, you do look around and you see these people that sell coins that have no idea where they end up. And I watch these guys that are just selling giant bags of stuff to other dealers, and they don't know where they go. They don't necessarily care where they go. The dealer is their customer.
Well, it's everybody does it different.
Yeah.
We choose to do it different as a grading service, and we might end up with less coins, but I would rather end up with less coins and have the coins accurately graded and be proud of every coin that we put out there.
That's right. And
that's it.
And I was actually talking to somebody the other day about what you guys do and what you guys have been doing. And I think what's happening right now is you guys are taking the really super premium choice coins out of the other company's holders, and they're going into your holders.
That's a result of this.
Yes, and I think that's exactly what it is. And it's refreshing to see and interesting to see, and all the people that are like, oh, they're never going to make it because they're grading terrible. I don't know, guys.
We're gonna do just fine, and the collectors are supporting us, and we will get enough coins to do the right thing and to keep the standard the way it needs to be, protect the collector, and we'll be just fine. Will we make the most money? Probably not. We don't want to, because if we have to give away our integrity to make the most money, I'm out. I don't want to be part of it. John Albanese doesn't want to be a part of it. If that's going to happen, it's about protecting the collector, doing the right thing, and keeping the standard the way it needs to be, the same stringent CAC standard that's been in place since 2007.
That's perfect. And that's a great place to leave this. Ron, thank you so
very much.
again. Thanks,
Thank
buddy.
you.
Appreciate it. But, guys, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I will have another stream here later this afternoon. More fun friends are going to come hang out. So I will see you guys later. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. And